Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So today, super exciting. We had so many things happen and more things are about to happen. So let me explain why Bitcoin pumped today and why this is just the beginning. That's right, the beginning. Let's do it. Welcome, guys. Look at this, okay? Look at this. Bitcoin is above 64.8. Didn't I say? I think Bitcoin's going to hit 63.7 and possibly break through that? Didn't I say I saw a V-shaped recovery? Doesn't that look like a V? Kind of like a U, but to me it kind of looks like a V. Those of you guys that did not fall for the FUD and you bought the dip, you could have bought Bitcoin at 53,500 just a few days ago, right? You had the opportunity. I say it every stream. I say it in my Sunday walk videos. You got to follow the big money. Big money, they are buying. Larry Fink, buying. Did you guys see the interview? If you didn't, I'm going to play it for you guys. But today's just absolutely fantastic, okay? Everything's up. Over 5% today. Ethereum is up 6%, almost 3,500. Solana's up 5%. Doge is up 7%. I mean, today is a fantastic day unless you're shorting the market. Okay, even Coinbase. Yeah, I got some Coinbase options. Look at that, 11% today. I got some MicroStrategy up 15% today and still going in the aftermarket. Today is absolutely fantastic for crypto. Doesn't matter if you're buying stocks, you're buying crypto, they're all going up. Now, why? A couple big things. Number one, Trump, not only did he survive his assassination attempt, which is already very bullish. A lot of people think that if he wins, he's going to usher a new era for Bitcoin and crypto. And today he announced his VP out of nowhere, J.D. Vance from Ohio. And you know what? This guy's young. He's under 40 years old. Really young, but more importantly, he's a Bitcoiner, okay? He has anywhere between $100,000 to $250,000 worth of Bitcoin. And he's very pro-Bitcoin and very anti-Gary Gensler, okay? So it does seem like Trump has selected his VP because he is ready to go all in on Bitcoin and crypto. And like I said, he's going to be coming to the Bitcoin conference, okay, even after the latest attempt. I mean, what is he going to say then? Besides, I don't know. He has said some good things already, but, you know, maybe he goes crazy. Maybe he says the USD is going to be backed by Bitcoin or something nutty like that. I can't wait, but he is definitely having a big effect on crypto right now, okay? And people are paying attention. Just imagine if he announced something like, yeah, we're go back the USD partly with Bitcoin. As soon as he announces that, Bitcoin's going to be above $100,000, okay? If he says something radical like that, which isn't too radical because this is something that Saylor and Max Kaiser and El Salvador and Bukele and others have been saying that it's a good idea to. But imagine if he actually said that in front of the world. That would be nutty. Okay, but it's not just Trump. Okay, it's not just Trump. Of course, it's also this other guy, Larry Fink. You guys may have heard of him before. The CEO of Blackrock, the largest asset manager on the planet. Okay. They are so enormously big. They have 10 trillion, more than 10 trillion of assets under management. That's a T. That's not a B. 10 trillion of assets, right? Anyways, what did he say about Bitcoin? He basically said everything Saylor's been saying for years, and he summed it up on CNBC, and a lot of people started paying attention. Okay, in case you didn't watch this, everyone's tweeting it out. I'm just gonna play it anyways because it's a good 2 minutes to listen to. All right, 2 minutes to listen to. Let me get this right here. Okay, let's do it.
It's crypto. You have made it so that people can be in Bitcoin. We hear that you are thinking about Ethereum. These are incredible things. Now, Blackrock is not known as a gunslinger by any means. So you obviously must believe that this maybe is an alternative. Is this an alternative in order to be able, because of a deficit, maybe something long-term people should have?
Absolutely. As you know, I was a skeptic.
Yes.
I was a proud skeptic. And I studied it, learned about it, and I came away saying, okay, my opinion 5 years ago was wrong. Here's my opinion today. This is what I believe in today. I believe the opportunity today. I believe Bitcoin is legitimate. I'm not trying to say there's not misuses like everything else, but it is a legitimate financial instrument that allows you to have maybe uncorrelated, non-correlated type of returns. I believe it is an instrument that you invest in when you're more frightened, though. It is an instrument when you believe that countries are debasing their currency, debasing their currency by excess deficits, and some countries are. I believe we have countries where you're frightened of your everyday existence, and if you have an opportunity to invest in something that is outside your country's control, then you can have more financial control. And so I'm a major believer that there is a role for Bitcoin in portfolios. I believe you're going to see that as one of the asset classes that we all look at. I look at it as digital gold, as I said before, and I do believe there's a real need for everyone to look at it as one alternative to, I would say, the optimism that I have in the world. If you want to hedge hope, Bitcoin is not an instrument for hope unless you're hopeful you're going to make a lot of money on it. But I look at it as a vehicle in which you're expressing your financial acumen in something that you're more frightened of the world, you're more frightened of your existence. And I believe there's a great industrial use for it. And I think a lot of people are missing that.
All right. So up until the very last part where you don't buy Bitcoin for hope, you buy because you're frightened of society. Well, that's confusing, but it actually does make a lot of sense, right? If you're frightened of inflation, you're frightened of being in a country where your inflation is debasing, like he said, yeah, you turn to Bitcoin, all right? Like, basically, this guy is 100% into Bitcoin. And I've been telling you guys that even during our downturn recently, I said, pay attention. Who is not selling any Bitcoin at all? Who keeps on buying and buying and buying and buying? And that is this guy right here, okay? In case you're wondering, they hold 316,000 Bitcoin. Yeah, that's a lot. Way more than Grayscale. Unfortunately, Grayscale has been selling and it's been going straight into Larry Fink's pocket. But, imagine if Grayscale didn't sell and they held their 619,000 Bitcoin. That would be absolutely fantastic. But instead, that happened, right? Even look at this. Even Michael Dell said, fascinating, Bitcoin. All the billionaires, all the Wall Street bigwigs, they're all paying attention, right? They are the ones that are buying these shares. They're the ones that want exposure to Bitcoin. Today, without having a full count, we already had 293 million accounted for. With the others, we may be looking at like a 350 million day. That is starting out this week, okay? The very first day. That is an enormous amount. This is why I've been telling you guys, you got to stay strong, focus on the future. Bitcoin will break through its previous high formed in March and will continue to go further. Okay? Just pay attention to what these guys are doing. Fidelity. Okay, this is not a mistake. When I first saw this, I'm like, this guy has to be on something. But this analyst from Fidelity says Bitcoin could be worth $1 billion each by 2038. Not 1 million each, 1 billion each by 2038. And the reason being, he believes that the USD is going to debase and we will be suffering hyperinflation. And if we do, and we suffer hyperinflation, then guess what? Yeah, Bitcoin is going to skyrocket in price. $1 billion each. Imagine that. Bitcoin will form trillionaires. Michael Saylor will probably be a trillionaire. Larry Fink will be well, at least his fund will have over $1 trillion in Bitcoin. I mean, that is absolutely insane. Insanity. It's just silly to think about, right? But hey, if the US dollar really does debase like other currencies around the world and gets worse and worse and worse, and we end up having more debt, needing to print more money, who's to say it won't happen, right? But in the meantime, short term, we got a lot of bullish things, right? We're obviously back to 64,000. Can we break 65 and head to 70,000 by the end of this week? Possibly. We got a lot of these metrics that show that we are definitely back on track. Here's one to 200 DMA. The last time we crossed below and crossed above was around September timeframe in 2023. And hint, that was when Bitcoin started moving upwards. We were stuck below 40,000. We were between 30 and 40,000. And then we never looked back after we crossed. Guess what? We briefly dipped below, and now we have crossed back above. That's a very good thing. Again, we saw this before, and the last time this happened, Bitcoin went up 170%. So are we going to see something like that? Quite possibly, right? 6 figures by the end of this year is not unreasonable. Now, I have this thought that I think is building, okay, leading up to Bitcoin conference. Traditionally speaking, Bitcoin conferences, I remember the last few, Bitcoin actually dipped. This time around, I don't think so. I think there is a big push to drive Bitcoin to a new high before the conference. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen. And I think Trump is going to say something crazy at the Bitcoin conference. That's just me. And I think that they're all connected. So we're at 64, 65,000 now. How hard is it for us to get back to 73,000? It's not very hard. It's 8,000 points. That's only like 12%. We're not that far off. This is what I've always said about Bitcoin. When the doomsayers and the bears and the fuddish people come out and say, well, yeah, we're going to fall, blah, 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 right? We're only like 12% away from our previous high, right? We can make that push this week. And going into the Bitcoin conference, which starts next week, we could start the conference at like 75K and then end up afterwards 80, 90, 100,000 by the end of this year, 125, 150 by the end of this year. It can happen. And we got a lot of catalysts too, not just the conference, not just Trump, not just Larry Fink, but now we got a basically a heads up that spot Ethereum ETFs will launch next Tuesday. Again, why do you think that's happening? Days before the Bitcoin conference. 2 days before the Bitcoin conference. That is not a coincidence, guys. Not a coincidence at all. Just like the spot ETFs for Bitcoin being approved right before the halving event That's not a coincidence either. You got to think about it. There are people pulling strings right now to make all these things happen. I mean, come on. For Ethereum ETFs, all of a sudden, the SEC is approving everything, and we're going to get a launch 2 days before before the Bitcoin conference, and that could be right when Bitcoin forms a new high of 75,000 by next Tuesday or Wednesday. Just think about it. This is another huge catalyst. This is all this seems like it's just a coincidence. It just can't be. It can't be. Okay? None of this is coincidence. And according to Peter Brandt, ETH may be heading to 5,600, okay, if it breaks out of its current channel. $5,600 for ETH. That could be coming right after the conference. That's fantastic. And it's not just ETH and Bitcoin too. Sol. I love Sol. It's above 155 now. It dropped to as low as $133. 133, back up to 155. And guess what? Later this year, we will probably even get Solana ETFs. We already have two filings. We may get a third. Blackrock may join. Fidelity may join. We may get Solana ETFs by the end of this year too, which will be another big catalyst, not only for an entire market, but also for Solana. Just think about that. And Solana gets injected with $250 million worth of USDC. Today's a good day. I'm very tired, but today is just absolutely fantastic. And Bitcoin is continuing to go up. It's not stopping. All day today, just been slow climbs, and we are shattering and we are wrecking all the shorts. Okay, I didn't even look at it. Let's take a look at it real quick. Let's look at liquidations in the last hour. Look at that red right there. Okay, that is a lot of red. 23 million, 12 million, 17 million, 10 million. This one right here is 35 million, 10 million right there. I mean, if you add that all up, man, that's so much. So much shorts right here. I don't know, probably 150 million of shorts liquidated, and we're going to get a lot more. As we climb higher, more will get liquidated. I don't even know what this next stop is, to be honest. I didn't even look. What would it be the next stop? Let's see. Let's zoom out a little bit. Bitcoin already broke through. At some point, it might retouch this, but, we got like a 66,000 peak right here. We have a formation right here at the bottom of 67,000. We may head up just straight to like 67,000. That would actually be the next stop, I think, before maybe we take a break. I'm just going to draw a line there. Right here. Yeah, that's about right. No, I don't want a trend line. I want a line. Horizontal line. Right here. Yep. I'd say tomorrow, if this continues and we get more short squeezes, we will probably be at 67,000. No reason why we can't hit that. All right. Let's do some Q&A. There we go. All right. Got a good crowd today. Let's see. Juno Communications. Thank you. Fake breakout. Why? Low Ben, why? Why do you have to scare yourself by thinking that it's a fake breakout? Did you not pay attention to anything I said? There's a reason why Bitcoin shot up today. We had fantastic endorsements from two major players that are on my thumbnail. Trump is about to speak. What is he speaking at? The Republican convention? Interesting. Bullish on GameFi. I'm so-so. I'm not really bullish on GameFi. I think they have the potential to do great things. So yeah, I'm waiting. There is a game maker on Avalanche that looks absolutely fantastic. I need to talk to him more, but I think they're going to do really well. Fixture Deals USA. Jorge, you lost a lot of weight. Your face looks skinnier. Thank you. I think my face did get a little skinnier, but I haven't lost that much weight. I need to lose a lot more, but I've been working out more and eating better. Vance holds 250K in Bitcoin. It could be more now. Messpan says 100% guaranteed, 100% by November. I have the same feeling. I really think, for me, it's almost guaranteed 6 figures will come by the end of the year. November, December, doesn't matter. For me, I think it's a sure thing. Aisha, please check Hoppy. Give us some time to estimate the estimated market cap during 2025. Why? Estimated market cap during 2025 is 0. Is that going to make you feel better? Is that what you were looking for? Cigar says no polls tonight. I don't know. What kind of polls do you guys like? Just bought my first custom suit. Thanks, Bitcoin. You know, custom tailored suit makes you feel like $1 billion. Not a million, $1 billion. I finally wore it during Killer Whales. Everyone was super impressed by it. And I was impressed by it. I mean, it's just a nice suit. Where does 6-figure Bitcoin put Stacks? Let's see. Stacks had a pretty good recovery. I don't know. I'd say at least $4 or $5. I'd say probably $5. Bitcoin hits 100K, probably $5 for stacks. When is it too late? Like, at what age do you stop going to strip clubs? Is there an age limit? I don't know. $60. I feel like at some age you can't go. You're just too old. Larry, you still go at 59? Top Signal. Thoughts on Zeus Network on Solana? I heard of Zeus before. $35 million. Oh, yeah. They're the ones that's bridging Bitcoin to Solana. I think it's ambitious. I think it's cool. I think if it works, it'll bring a whole bunch of liquidity to Solana. Hasn't done well since April, but that doesn't mean it won't come back. Jez Neal says, will Matic ever recover? I hope so. I really hope so. Late 20s, early 30s? Why? Early 30s is a little too soon. Could we look at Cadena? Much love from Brazil. No, we cannot. I'm off the Cadena bandwagon. Do you think we'll have a small pullback? If we continue forward, I think so. I think if we continue to go, we may pull back to just like 63.7. We used it before many times as a support. So we could definitely, I mean, to be honest, like, you know, some of the indicators, short-term indicators are very overbought now. So it would not surprise me if we pull back. But then again, with FOMO, with everything else that's going on, you know, all the catalysts, we may go straight up to 67,000. Okay. And if we still don't stop there, then for sure 70 is around the corner. I mean, I think we're going to be driven up by a lot of Wall Street FOMO and a lot of short squeezes that'll be coming up. Do I play Fortnite? No. My kids are addicted to it though. Next poll, how much Bitcoin does your viewer currently hold? Yeah, I've done something like that before. I don't know if that's a good poll because people shouldn't really share how much they have. You know, Big Mike, Logan Paul's like best friend or aka boyfriend. You know, he commentates with me. He does all the Karate Combat fights, but he also does the IFC ones with me. He showed me the first time I met him. I'm like, hey, are you a crypto guy? He's like, yeah. And he just like pulls up his Coinbase account and shows me how much he has. A decent amount, but not crazy. So a lot of people are hidden crypto people. They just don't really tell you. Big Mike is Michelle. Stop. That's hilarious. I never would have guessed that JD Vance would be selected. I thought it would be like someone like Vivek. He was doing really well. I guess he butted heads. I didn't even know someone like Vance. I don't know him much. I don't know much of him at all. I just know he's a young guy. He could bring some fresh ideas. And he's a pro crypto guy. Excited for Deadpool? Yes. I really, really, really want that movie to be good. I really want that to be good. Vivek feels like a plant. He kind of does. He came out of nowhere. He, to be honest, just like Haktua girl, who is going to be at the Bitcoin conference, by the way. So in case you guys wanted to see her, she will be there. Did my basketball court hold out during the outage? Not really. I got like a ½ inch of water in some places. So today I spent a few hours lifting up the boards, and then there's the underlayment that I'm drying right now. So yeah, I got a power generator, a gas one. I got a battery backup, and I'm looking at like a whole house natural gas generator. So I don't have to worry about it anymore. Will she be doing live talk to us? Maybe. If you asked her. Tradeaholic keeps asking me about H-bar being listed on German stock exchange. That makes no sense. Bill says, I'm from Ohio. Vance is a loser that has done nothing. I feel like that's all politicians. Can anyone name a good politician? I haven't heard from anyone that says, oh, this person done a lot. Oh, this person changed our state. I never hear that from anyone. The Generac generators are garbage. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I need something that's a natural gas one that'll automatically turn on. Something that's like that could power the whole house. Jerry Jason says, that's insane. Me, Kevin, this morning changed the Larry Fink, be it Bitcoin and CNBC, changed the channel, said it was boring. Yeah. I don't know why he would do that. This is probably the biggest story of the day, besides Trump's VP nomination. I mean, this is huge. Okay. Again, this is not just from like a nobody. This is not just a random analyst from a bank. This is the CEO of the largest asset manager on the planet saying all the things that Saylor's been saying for years. What are we doing for a 100K party? You know what? For the 100K party, I may just like have a big party down in Miami with some girls with daddy issues. I may just have it there. And anyone that enjoys that kind of stuff and has money to burn, they could join me. be fun. Last few times I went, I had people recognizing me left and right. A lot of people there. Briggs & Stratton Fortress natural gas generator does my 9.7 square foot house with no issue. 9,700 square foot house. You got a 10,000 square foot house, my man. That is a lot of house. Let's do a taste out. I mean, that's what Miami's about. You got money to burn. You want to have some fun. Miami's the place to go. Not Vegas. It's Miami. If we hit 100,000 by the end of this year, yeah, I'll throw like a party. I'll throw a shindig in Miami. What do you think about 100 coin on Avalanche? What's the 100 coin? I don't know what that is. There's a game that's launching on Avalanche. It looks super, super good. They're going to be released on console. It's a first-person shooter. It looks amazing. Three-time premier ship hero. Good day from Australia. Never caught a live stream. Wow. Welcome. Why? Why have you never caught a live stream before? Hellroy. They don't have a lot of commercials for that anymore. Or ads. If Solana hits 1K, can I have your Tesla, George? No. But I'll sell it to you for really cheap. I could do that. If Solana hits 1K, that's like 7x from here. Yeah, I'll sell you my Tesla for real cheap. Am I tired or drunk? Your voice is so slow today. I'm just tired. I'm not drunk at all. I'm just really tired. I had a long day. Really, really, really long day. Visit Taiwan. I do want to. Again, I need a reason to go. Like a conference or something. I hear there's like conferences that go out in Taiwan. Maybe if one of them invited me, I'll come. All right, guys. Overall, today was a really good day. Really, really good day. Are we going to get a repeat tomorrow? Are we going to see 67,000 by the morning? I like to think so. Maybe not. Maybe it's a little too quick, but we had some really big catalysts, and I think we're going to get more as we get closer and closer to next year. All right, guys, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, as long as I have power. George, is your 458 Russo Scuderia? That's my favorite Ferrari color. No, it's I can't think of it. There's a popular red color. I forgot what it is. Maybe it is Russo, but not the Scuderia. Anyways, have a good night.